Everyone is talking about the Iran deal. Obama and most Democrats were pushing it very hard. Since 1979, Iran was an oppressive theocracy run by Muslim religious leaders. They've said repeatedly they want to destroy Israel and America. And if we learned anything from the past, we've learned that when people say they want to destroy the Jews, we take them seriously. So why exactly are we pursuing a deal with a theocratic dictator who hung over 1,000 people just this year alone, punishes people for simple acts like not wearing the hijab or drinking alcohol, funds Hamas and Hezbollah, and supplies them with rockets that kill thousands of people? Supporters give a few reasons. 1. Lifting the sanctions and providing stimulus will stabilize the region and then open them up to Western ideas. An improved economy means less terror because terror comes from desperation. A stimulus without an improvement will empower Iranians to overthrow the regime. A stable Middle East? Ha, that's funny. Nice one, bro. But guys, if the economic situation improves under the regime, won't people support them more for having negotiated the deal? 2. China, Russia, and the EU already pledged to lift sanctions for economic reasons. Will it just be a drop in the ocean? Opening our borders is inevitable. We might as well have good relations with the regime. If we give them enough money and business, then they won't want to cut off the hand that feeds them by killing us. Just because all your friends decide to jump off the roof, does that mean you should too? 3. The only alternative is war. Oh, come on. Iran has made their intentions to not respect the deal very clear. Why should we trust them when they're ideologically focused on destroying us?
Tens of thousands chanting, "Down with America and death to Israel."
4. A bad deal is better than no deal. Oh, come on, really, guys? A bad deal gives us a false sense of security. In addition to supplying $150 billion to terrorists. I mean, come on, if you were a teacher, would you let your students grade their own final exam? Would you let your students refuse to submit their final exam, believing them when they say that they aced it, and then give them an A on their report card? Would you assign homework for a particular due date and only check to see if it's done 26 days later, assuming that everyone did it by the due date? So just how bad is this bad deal anyway? In order to stimulate the economy, Iran, a terrorist supporter, will be given $150 billion. This money will fund Hamas, Hezbollah, Iran's own efforts to wipe out Sunnis, Kurds, Israelis, and any other people it wants. It will not only start, but help fund a nuclear arms race in the Middle East. We've learned from our mistakes with helping Pakistan and North Korea get nukes. Why can't we learn from our mistakes now? Pakistan is still an oppressive theocracy in poverty. North Korea is still a fascist, genocidal dictatorship. Nothing has changed. Things have only gotten worse with signing these deals. Would we really want to help fund a regime that made it clear that they want to destroy us? The regime hasn't followed a single UN human rights resolution. What makes you think they'll follow the deal? It will mess up an already very precarious power structure in the Middle East. And we know what happens when Western countries try to shift the power balance in the Middle East. Colin Powell says, without the deal, Iran is on a superhighway to a nuke with no speed limit. Really? Without the deal, Iran makes a nuke. With the deal, Iran makes a nuke even faster because it's $150 billion richer. So what are you waiting for? The deal is not set in stone. It is not a treaty. Write your congressman or senator against the deal today because it can be reversed.